Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO's new retro radio set. Now the set is going to go on sale June 1st of 2024, and it surprisingly feels like a LEGO idea set, but it's actually a LEGO icon set. Now this is of course an 18 plus set. The set number is 10334, and there's also 906 pieces. Plus, there is the new LEGO sound brick inside this set, which we'll go through in just a minute. I also want to thank LEGO for sending this set over for review. As we take a look around the box, it's a fairly small set. I think a lot of you are going to be a little underwhelmed by this one because it looks big in the pictures, looks big online, but in person we're only talking about 9 inches by 12 inches tall. And for those of you who want to know, this set did come with paper bags, a rarity, but seems to be becoming more and more common throughout 2024. Now, even though the price is quite high on this set, at least in my opinion, there is no stickers, so that's reassuring to fans. So how does the actual radio feel? Well, I have to say I love the color choices LEGO has done here. The white, the kind of like very light green bluish color, like a sea green, but very light, with the nougat color, like all of that just mashed together so well. Unfortunately, the backside is fairly blank. And then of course there is also a carrying handle. Now you can also put this down, and on the backside it'll be revealed that there is actually an antenna that pops out utilizing little LEGO candle pieces. Now be warned, this is a little on the fragile side. It's popped off on me a few times, though. If you're grabbing it from the very bottom, you shouldn't have this issue, at least not very often. On the front side of the radio, there is an AM/FM print on the side of a panel piece, and then under that is a LEGO flipper piece being utilized as a switch. Very clever. To the top left, you have a printed on-off switch, and this is actually very satisfying when you turn the radio on. Again, we'll get to that in a minute. There's also a LEGO 2x4 tile print on the side, and then on the right side, you have the tuner knob, and this is a very clever technique. This actually makes the retro radio feel like a real radio. You have an actual tuner here, and that it's moving a Harry Potter wand back and forth, utilizing this new worm gear. I love this technique. It was super fun to build, actually, and see in person. I gotta say, very satisfying. And on the left side is that on-off switch, and you can see it's physically moving gears back and forth to turn the radio on and off. It's very cool, and it actually serves a real function. Now, something I also want to point out is that there is some misalignment here between these two prints. Hopefully that's not the case with every set. Now, if we take a look at the back, you can take this panel off. We'll get to what this actually holds here in a minute, but on the side, you have this new, very cleverly named sound brick, and it does exactly that. It adds sound to the LEGO set. There's actual batteries in here, so let's take a listen of how the real radio sounds.
Good for the astronaut and good for your family. Ham salad.
Tomorrow's weather, another beautiful sunny day. Here's the attempt. It's gonna be close. Goal!
Definitely LEGO FM and Everything Is Awesome are probably my favorite sounds. I would say in total there's like 7 or 8 different sounds that randomly play. Now the other function inside the retro radio is that you can place a smartphone inside of it and play your own music. The radio should be able to accommodate any smartphone size. I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max here and it fits perfectly. Now next, I want to play a sound test showing what the smartphone both inside the radio and outside sounds like, so you get an idea of how muffled it is.
Baby, now we're strangers, just two people in a crowded room. I don't even know your name yet, but I know I'm gonna fall for you. Walking over to you with a drink in my hand. They say I'm too fast, but I don't give a damn. Don't know your name yet, but I know you're gonna fall for me too. Make it cinematic, love like fire on the big screen. I only advise for you.
So personally, I was hoping the retro radio would like have an echo chamber effect and enhance the volume of the iPhone, but that did not happen at all. Instead, it muffled the sound and I guess sounded a lot more like a retro radio, which I don't know, is that good or bad? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, next, I want to bring in the LEGO Ideas typewriter, not just for a scale comparison between the Retro Radio and the typewriter, but to also kind of point out that the same type of buyer who picked up the typewriter is probably the same type of person who would be interested in the Retro Radio. So first off, in terms of scale, you can see that the typewriter is significantly bigger in terms of its overall footprint, but the Retro Radio is taller. Personally, if I'm choosing between these two sets, I like the typewriter a lot more. It just looks cool. Maybe it's that sand green color, but the, sea green, light sea green color of the Retro Radio also looks good. So objectively, they're both good looking sets, and objectively, they appeal to both type of demographics of buyers. So finally, can I recommend the Retro Radio? Well, first off, I gotta say I was very impressed by the build experience, very impressed by the overall design here. It's a nice package. However, you are paying a big price premium for that sound brick. 900 pieces for $100 isn't the greatest price per piece ratio, and then couple that with the muffled sound of the smartphone. Personally, it doesn't add up to a set that I'd recommend to you guys. So until it comes down in price, this is going to come as a pass from me.